What if I told you already have a way to improve your conversion rates and average order value? You've just kept them in a box this whole time. Many business owners know to ask for reviews. This is common sense. We need reviews to show other customers that our products are good quality and we're a trustworthy brand. However, too often, we never make enough use of them throughout the whole customer journey. In this video, I'll walk you through 3 key points: how to use your reviews for maximum impact, how strategically placing your reviews can lead to improved conversion rates and higher average order value, and finally, I'll give you practical examples of how to implement this on your website today. So how much impact can using reviews properly actually have? Well, we have 2 examples from my clients, where in one example, we had a 21% increase in conversion rates. In another example, we had a 39% increase in the revenue per site visitor, which meant about $33,000 a month in extra revenue, just from strategically using reviews. So imagine walking into a store and seeing a bunch of people excitedly talking about how much they love the products there. It makes you more likely to stick around and consider buying something, right? Well, this is something you could do in your store. You could recreate the same effect of happy people cheering on the products as you go through. And you can do this by using your current reviews. Before we get there, let's talk about some 5 key mistakes that we see business owners doing regarding their reviews. 1, only showing reviews at the bottom of the pages, so whether it's the product page or the home page. Using the generic review app template throughout the whole website. Not using reviews to anchor the add to cart button. And probably one of the worst ones is removing bad reviews completely. Think about this. If you go to a restaurant and when you check the reviews online, the average rating is less than 5. But the only reviews you can find are perfect. This doesn't build trust. Now let's talk about integrating reviews throughout the whole customer journey. And we'll start with the home page. Think of the hero image as the store's front window. It should give customers a reason to walk in. And what better way than showcasing some glowing reviews right there when they first land? We can see this example from Freebird and from June, where they just have a simple widget just showing them the average rating. And you can use things like over 1,000 happy customers, or rated by 4.9 stars, or rated 4.9 stars by people just like you. This gives instant credibility. Now that the shop window has attracted somebody to come in, they're scrolling down the homepage, we really want to highlight the positive reviews in the best formal light. Here, I'm using an example from Calpac, where they created a custom widget for their reviews. They're pulling in the same real reviews from their review app, but they're just presenting it in a lot better way. You'll notice that on the left, on the desktop page, on the desktop version, there is a lifestyle image. But they also have a link to click the product, so you can go right to it. We see the same effect. We see the same widget now applied on mobile, right? It's the lifestyle image of the product being reviewed, what the review is, and a link to click the product. Now that we've built trust with the customer, they may want to start digging in and trying to see what other products there are out there, right? So here's where we can use the collections page and info cards to our advantage. In this example of Ana Luisa, we can see the built-in info cards with reviews in their products. But they didn't stop there. They made sure that they tagged the product that's being reviewed in that image. You'll notice the image are light, eerie, and they use very short and sharp reviews. They can do this at this stage because they show those other longer reviews in other places. So when somebody just simply says, "Oh, amazing," as a review, you can still use that in the collections page in the same way that Ana Luisa has done here. Another aspect of the review of where to use reviews in the collections page is by Freebird. Here, they made sure to highlight the color of the reviews so that it shows up much more clearly. Right? You can see the general feeling of the general color scheme is blue and white, but there's a little bit of red in there, which is only for reviews and the 60% off. Right, so we've built trust with the customer. We've shown them options. Website is moving properly. They pick a product. They go to the product page. Here, most companies will just simply put the review at the top near the title. I suggest trying to find your UGC content, or whether that's video or images, and actually anchor your add to cart button with reviews, very much like what True Classic has done here. Here, you can even probably strategically put in your own custom widget where you're pulling in your own reviews close to that add to cart button. Why do we want to anchor the add to cart button with reviews? Well, at this stage, the customer is considering, should I buy this? And they have questions of, is it a right fit for me? Is this the right product that I want to buy? And this is when you really need reviews to highlight just how good of a product it is. Think of it this way: as people are getting ready to actually add to cart, you can basically use your reviews to say, hey, look, this jacket looks amazing on real people just like you. Or this t-shirt looks amazing. Or these earrings look amazing on people just like you. But that's not where you end the journey, because that's not where the customer's journey has ended. Now we're in the cart. Here we need to be much more strategic. We all know the abandoned cart rates can be very high. And a great way to reduce the abandoned cart rate is to actually use a third-party review app and bring that in to the cart. Here, True Classic Tea has done this by creating their own custom widget where they just simply pulled into their cart. That way they can highlight the reviews from a third party. And why this is so powerful is because, well, that means people know that, hey, this is a third party not affiliated with True Classic. This is very important if you're going to use your reviews in your cart. I strongly suggest that it is a third-party app for this very reason. This is where you can build or break trust the most. And you can continue on. You can then go right at the checkout page. Here we can see that True Classic opted to highlight the third-party review from Trustpilot right at the top there before you enter anything, but also at the bottom of the checkout page, where again they show a little bit more detail around that. This is great for Trustpilot, and if you have third-party reviews, I suggest you do this. Create a custom review widget that you can place in different places on your website using real reviews. So that's where we are, right? That's how to use reviews in an impactful way today on your website. So we review what the impact could be if you use your reviews strategically. We showed how to place them throughout the whole customer journey so as to support the customer journey and get them to be more comfortable to actually purchase. It's now your turn. Go ahead and implement what you can here as quickly as you can. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me.